The question isn't whether or not I'm going to do something wrong today. The question isn't whether or not I'm going to do something that will hurt someone or offend someone or disturb someone. The only question is this: when they call me on it, how do I react? When they rebuke me for my actions, well-intentioned as I may have been, how do I respond? In this week's Torah portion, Parshat Matot, which is chapter 30 through 32 in the book of Bamidbar, in the book of Numbers, the tribes of Gad and Reuven come up with this situation and face it. They approach Moses and they say, listen, this land on this side of the river, not on the land of Israel, but on the other side of the Jordan, this land is a good land. We'd like to raise our children here. We'd like to bring our families up here. We'd like to tend to our flocks here. We want to stay here. Moses, upon hearing this, rebukes them. He rebukes them harshly because he anticipates another rebellion just like that of the previous Israelites that set them wandering for 40 years in the wilderness. It was never the intention of the tribes of Reuven and Gad, however, to not go into the land. They patiently listen to Moses' rebuke, and then they respond, "We will go as shock troops. We will lead the charge with our brethren, and we will not leave the land until all of our brethren have found their place in the land of Israel. And then and only then will we return back to this other side of the Jordan to be with our women, with our children, and raise our families." What's so fascinating is this was always their intent, and yet they patiently listened to Moses' rebuke. They didn't interrupt him. They let him go fully on into his rebuke, and only after he finished do they respond. From this, we learn from Jewish tradition that it is in fact a privilege to hear the rebuke of another person of our own behavior. It is only in this way that we can ever improve and that we can ever grow. So like I said, it's inevitable that I will do something today that will hurt someone. And by the by, it's inevitable that you will too. The real question is, are we open to hearing that we've hurt someone so that we can respond and be better the next time? And that, my friends, is your Torah in 2.